worked for about 6 years before we made it, and it was a number of things. It was getting to play such a brilliant role and being offered it at a time where the only things that were sort of coming my way were, you know, the sister of someone or the girlfriend of someone, or roles that just weren't, they didn't really excite me. And I had worked with Tim and Eric from Work and Title a couple of times before, and they basically said, let's develop this together over the next few years, and the opportunity to do that and to sort of be with it from the very beginning up until this point is amazing, and it was new for me. So
England does not look so different from Scotland.
Aye, they are sisters.
Queen Elizabeth, your cousin Mary has returned to take up her throne in Scotland.
The Queen!
My dear cousin Elizabeth, I hope we might meet in person, that I might embrace you.
But ruling side by side, we must do so in harmony, not through a treaty drafted by men lesser than ourselves.
I was hesitant to begin with, and I'm really happy that Josie convinced me otherwise. And it was, you know, it's a movie about Mary Stuart, and aka Mary Queen of Scots, and her story. So to be in that supporting role and know that my role really complements that journey kind of made it easier, I guess, for me. You definitely see the intimacy, and I think history kind of painted their relationship more as a cat fight. They're often referred to as rivals, and this movie kind of explores the notion that they were trying to find compromise, but being held apart.
I play Robert Dudley, who is the kind of lover and favourite of Queen Elizabeth, who Margot plays. And he's a little different from the other men in the sense that he doesn't operate so much from an agenda of politics and power. He's kind of driven by his love and loyalty for Elizabeth, and so represents kind of a more true romantic side in that sense.
I play Lord Darnley, and he marries Mary Queen of Scots. And he's a very ambitious, arrogant guy who wants the crown of Scotland, and quickly becomes apparent that that's not what he's going to get. He's going to be a husband, and he doesn't like that.
My dear cousin, let our nations cherish each other as we would, two kingdoms united.
How did the world come to this?
Wise men servicing the whims of women.
Mary is our foe. We must never bow to her as we bow before you.
You have the boldness to doubt my judgment. She is only your queen if I should not produce an heir.
What is it like to have a man?
I definitely think that over the last 3 years or so, I think female roles have been celebrated and pushed forward in a way that they weren't before, because of everything that's sort of happened in the last few years in the industry, and also I think just the fact that, you know, Theresa May is here down south and Nicola Sturgeon is up north, and they're both two very, very different politicians trying to work together on the same island, and how that relationship works. I think it's really interesting to have our films sort of mirror that relationship in real life.
With heaven's blessing, we bring an heir to Scotland and to England.
It is a clear provocation.
We must make war in Scotland.
So put your skills to use.
Do not play into their hands. Our hatred is precisely what they hope for.
I know your heart has more within it than the men who counsel you.
You would do well to watch your words.
I will not be scolded by my inferior.
You're inferior.
Are you afraid, Henry?
No.
Good. Because our swords are not just for show.
We have a scourge upon our land. 'Tis a woman with a crown.
Your beauty, your bravery. Now I see there is no cause for envy. Your gifts will be your downfall.
Should you murder me, remember you murder your sister. And you murder your queen.